Yeah, somebody messaged me that they were not able to see the link. So I restarted the live stream for them real quick. And I will give everybody a few minutes to go ahead and get on in here. Hello? Alright. We're just waiting on a few more people and we'll get started. About another minute. Alrighty, thank you for joining us, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to be breaking both of these boxes today, and we're going to start off with this one first. Some things to note: we'll be shipping within 2 days. For whatever reason, our last shipment was dropped off Wednesday morning, and the post office didn't start processing it till Friday, so I have a complaint with them right now to see why that issue even occurred. I just suspect nobody picked it up, the mail from the box, until the next day after I had dropped it off. So I'll be updating you on that in the next break and emailing everybody who was a part of that break. These cards will be shipped out by Tuesday at the latest, and they're going to be USPS priority mail, so you'll be receiving them in 2 to 3 business days from the date they were shipped. And we're going to go ahead and do a quick check on this box, make sure it's still nice and sealed for y'all. And then we'll start opening this. So we only have one more Contenders break left after this. And I don't know, I think they're pretty good this year. At least for the draft picks. It's got me really looking forward to the actual NFL Contenders. Alright. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. We're going to scoot this way over to the edge over here. And we'll get started right here. And let the break officially begin. We are starting out with Leonard Fournette, followed by Dak Prescott, Noah Fant, Ty Johnson, Keenan Allen, Christian Kirk, and our first auto, AJ Terrell to the Falcons. Congrats, Falcons, AJ Terrell, and the sticker is perfectly centered. Really good autograph. AJ Terrell out of Clemson. I honestly think he's looking to be a stud in the NFL. Well worth his draft spot. I know a lot of people were skeptical, but he reminds me a lot of Trayvon Mullen, who was drafted out of Clemson last year to the Raiders. But Terrell actually looks a little more technically sound. So I expect big things from him out in Atlanta. AJ Terrell. Next up, we got a game day ticket for CJ Henderson. Game day ticket for LaMichael Perrine. Followed by a Collegiate Connections Laviska Shenault, Steven Montez. And a nice 2020 draft class Brandon Ayuk, Arizona State University card. Followed by a legacy of Oregon, Justin Herbert and Marcus Mariota. We're closing this first pack out with Mason Rudolph, Darrell Henderson, Phillip Rivers, Emmitt Smith, Todd Gurley, Josh Jacobs. Next pack. We've got A.J. Brown to start off this pack. Next up is Cooper Kupp, Nick Bosa, Devin Singletary, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, and our next auto, Devin Asiasi out of UCLA. And I will find out what team he is going to real quick. Give me just a moment. And he is going to the New England Patriots. Congrats, Patriots. Devin Asiasi out of UCLA. And I think somebody picked them up afterwards, so even better. Devin Asiasi. Congratulations. He is followed by a game day ticket, Chase Claypool, University of Notre Dame. Followed by a second University of Notre Dame game day ticket, Cole Kmet. Next up, we got a Collegiate Connections, Chase Young, Jeff Okuda, the two top defensive players in the draft. Some might put Isaiah Simmons up in there, though. Next up, we have a 2020 draft class, Joe Burrow. Followed by the Legacy, University of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. And we are closing out the second pack with Amari Cooper, Mark Ingram II, Dan Marino, Paris Campbell, DJ Moore, and TJ Hawkinson. Third pack. We are starting this one out with a Christian McCaffrey and Miles Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Ryan Finley, James Washington, Alexander Madison, and we got an Anton Winfield Jr. autograph. Antoine Winfield Jr. Let's see where he got drafted to. And it looks like he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going to be out there with Bruce Arians and Tom Brady and company. And let's get him sleeved up real quick. Congrats, Tampa Bay. Antoine Winfield Jr. We're continuing this third pack with a game day ticket of Lynn Bowden Jr., followed by a game day ticket, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Interesting fact, Lynn Bowden was going from receiver to quarterback and now to running back in the NFL. Next up, we got a Collegiate Connections, J.K. Dobbins, K.J. Hill, followed by a Michael Pittman Jr. 2020 draft class card, and a DJ Chark Jr., Justin Jefferson, Legacy University, or LSU, sorry. And we are closing the third pack out with Juju Smith-Schuster, Carson Wentz, Max Crosby, DeAndre Hopkins, Joey Bosa, and Barry Sanders. Alright, fourth pack, first box. We're starting this one out with Julio Jones. Next up is Chris Carson, then McCole Hardman Jr., Deebo Samuel, Ronald Jones II, Irv Smith Jr., and Donovan Peoples-Jones. And I believe he went to the Cleveland Browns, so congrats, Browns. Another great receiver out there looking to connect with Baker Mayfield. Donovan Peoples-Jones out of Michigan. And this sticker is nearly perfectly centered, just slightly off. Still a great pull. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Next up, this is the first time we've pulled this card, a game day ticket, Jeff Okuda, Lions, followed by another first time, game day ticket, Albert Okwuegbunam, University of Missouri. I butchered that. Oh, and Next up, we actually had a really nice card of Jalen Hurts to a Tagovailoa. So as with all our breaks, we will do a RNG to decide who gets the card that has 2 players from 2 different teams on it. And that will be done tomorrow night if anybody wants to tune in. Next up, we have a 2020 draft class Chase Young, followed by a Nick Bosa legacy of Ohio State University, followed by a Terry Bradshaw, John Elway, Nick Chubb, Delvin Hodges, Saquon Barkley, and Jarrett Stidham. Alrighty. 5th pack of the first box. We are starting with Alvin Kamara, followed by Mark Andrews, Dalvin Cook, Odell Beckham Jr., DJ Chark Jr., Keyshawn Johnson, and a Dalton Keene Virginia Tech card. Dalton Keene. Let us find out what school or what team Dalton Keene was signed by. And it looks like we got a second hit for the Patriots, so congrats Patriots. That's 2 in this first box alone. Dalton Keene. Next up, we got a game day ticket KJ Hamler, followed by a game day ticket Tyler Johnson, and a Collegiate Connections Jake Breeland Justin Herbert, followed by a 2020 draft class Jordan Love card, and another Jalen Hurts to a Tagovailoa legacy of University of Alabama, and we're closing it out with Olabisi Johnson, Matt Ryan, David Montgomery, Philip Lindsay, Ezekiel Elliott, and Tom Brady. Alrighty. Final pack of the first box. We are starting out with Jacoby Brissett, and then it's Aaron Jones, Kyler Murray, Preston Williams, Gardner Minshew, Tony Pollard, and a really, really awesome pull, a Chase Claypool autograph card. Chase Claypool. And he is currently with the Steelers. I believe he was drafted in the late 2nd round. Chase Claypool. And that dude is definitely a freak athlete. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. Is he going to be this year's DK Metcalf? Chase Claypool, Pittsburgh Steelers. Congrats. Next up, we have a Grant Delpit game day ticket, followed by a beautiful Isaiah Simmons game day ticket. And we have a Collegiate Connections DeAndre Swift, Jake Fromm, as well as a 2020 draft class Jerry Jeudy card, followed by a legacy card, University of Oklahoma and Texas A&M University, Kyler Murray. I forget he went to Texas A&M. Next up, we have a Jerry Rice, Austin Eckler, Marlon Mack, Daniel Jones, Patrick Mahomes, and a DK Metcalf. And that closes out the first box. Moving on to box number 2. We'll go ahead and show that it's sealed. And let us get this one started as well. Alright, first pack, second box. And this is a great jam. Alright, we got Barry Sanders, Mason Rudolph, Darrell Henderson, Phillip Rivers, Emmitt Smith, Todd Gurley, and a Charlie Warner autograph card. Charlie Warner. Let's get that centered on the camera for y'all. And Charlie Warner is currently with the San Francisco 49ers. That's, I think, 4 breaks in a row where the 49ers have gotten a card. Charlie Warner. Congrats, 49ers. He is followed up by a Jacob Eason game day ticket. Next up, another game day ticket for Michael Pittman Jr., followed by another Collegiate Connections Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, as well as the 2020 draft class Jerry Jeudy, and a Jerry Jeudy Julio Jones Legacy University of Alabama, followed by a Derek Carr, Oyce Freeman, Jacoby Brissett, Aaron Jones, Kyler Murray, and closing it out with Preston Williams. Pack number 2 of the second box. This one's a little tougher. I'm gonna open it slowly. Okay. We got Jarrett Stidham, Amari Cooper, Mark Ingram II, Dan Marino, Paris Campbell, DJ Moore, and Austin Mack autograph. Woo! And this one's gorgeous. 4 out of 23 for this Austin Mack, and perfectly centered sticker on this one. And congrats, New York Giants. I know somebody picked them up late as well. Well worth the pickup, I'd say. 4 out of 23, and man, wait till you see this one in person. The camera is not doing it any justice, and it already looks good. That's awesome. Let me get that sold up for you. Really like this pull. Austin Mack. Alright, moving on. We got a game day ticket, KJ Hill, followed by a game day ticket, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And we have our Collegiate Connections, Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm. A nice pull for any Cowboys fan. A 2020 draft class CD Lamb card, followed by a Jason Witten, Peyton Manning Legacy University of Tennessee, followed by Leonard Fournette, Dak Prescott, Noah Fant, Ty Johnson, Keenan Allen, and Christian Kirk. Third pack of the second box. We are starting out with the Tom Brady, followed by Juju Smith-Schuster, Carson Wentz, Max Crosby, DeAndre Hopkins, Joey Bosa, and another really nice pull, Josiah DeGuara, 43 out of 99. And this is another one that's numbered and has a perfectly centered sticker, and this is a really good photograph. Josiah DeGuara, Green Bay Packers, congratulations. Really nice pull. And I will sleeve this one up. And overall, with the next card, I'd say this is a pretty nice pack for any Packers fan. We got Game Day Ticket, Jordan Love to follow that up with. Next up is a Keyshawn Vaughn Game Day Ticket, an Eno Benjamin, Brandon Ayuk Collegiate Connections card, followed by a 2020 Draft Class, Justin Herbert going to the Chargers. Next up is a Russell Wilson, North Carolina State University, University of Wisconsin card, followed by Cortland Sutton, Hunter Renfrow, Travis Kelce, Justice Hill, Chris Godwin, and Michael Gallup. Next pack. Alright, we're starting this one out with a Terry Bradshaw, followed by John Elway, Nick Chubb, Delvin Hodges, Saquon Barkley, and a really nice numbered card, Dalvin Cook, 56 out of 99, going to the Minnesota Vikings, a bowl ticket. Congrats, Vikings. And I need to be extra careful because our next card is the autograph card. Don't want to spoil it. Alrighty, Dalvin Cook. Next up, our autograph card is a J.K. Dobbins on-card autograph. Wow. And I believe he went to the Buffalo Bills. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. He went to the Baltimore Ravens. He's going to be out there with Lamar Jackson, Marquise. Yeah. Baltimore Ravens. J.K. Dobbins. Hollywood Brown, Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram to mentor him. He's going to have it good. And yeah, this box has been phenomenal. Not every box has an on-card autograph. Congrats, Ravens. Next up, we got a Game Day Ticket, Anthony Gordon, going to Seattle, followed by a Brian Edwards Game Day Ticket, Raiders. Next up, we have a Denzel Mims, Jermichael Hasty Collegiate Connections card, followed by a 2020 Draft Class T. Higgins for the Bengals. Next up, we got Charles Woodson, Tom Brady, Legacy, University of Michigan. And closing this one out, we have Christian McCaffrey, Miles Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Ryan Finley, James Washington, and Alexander Madison. Alrighty. Our second to last pack. We are starting out with Jerry Rice, followed by Austin Eckler, Marlon Mack, Daniel Jones, Patrick Mahomes, DK Metcalf, and a Jeff Gladney autograph card. Jeff Gladney out of TCU, going to the Minnesota Vikings. And this one is nearly centered. It's just slightly off at the bottom right. Just a tad off, but a great pull. A very, very physical cornerback. He's going to fit in great with that Minnesota defense. Jeff Gladney. Alrighty, moving on. We got a game day ticket, CJ Henderson for the Jaguars, followed by a game day ticket, LaMichael Perrine. 2 Gators back to back. Next we have a Clyde Edwards-Helaire Joe Burrow card. This one's going to be between the Bengals and the Chiefs. Followed by a burner Henry Ruggs 2020 draft class card going to the Raiders. Next up we have Dan Marino and a Tony Dorsett legacy, University of Pittsburgh. And closing out this pack we have Alvin Kamara, Mark Andrews, Dalvin Cook, Odell Beckham Jr., DJ Chark Jr., and Keyshawn Johnson. Final pack of the break coming up. And this one starts out with TJ Hawkinson, Olabisi Johnson, Matt Ryan, David Montgomery, Philip Lindsay, Ezekiel Elliott, and good luck everybody. Here we go. And a DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas. Sticker autograph, perfectly centered, out of the University of Miami. And let's get him nice and sleeved up. And I believe he is going to the Miami Dolphins. Or actually, no, I'm wrong. He's going to the Seattle Seahawks. Congrats, Seahawks. DJ Dallas. And we are about to do a review after we finish this pack of all of the hits from this break. We have game day ticket Zach Moss closing this out. Game day ticket Justin Jefferson. A Collegiate Connections Jonathan Taylor and Melvin Gordon III. Followed by a 2020 draft class Laviska Shenault Jr. card. Really nice card. Followed by a legacy card, Jalen Hurts, University of Alabama and University of Oklahoma. And the final cards are Michael Thomas, Derrick Henry, Russell Wilson, Jacoby Myers, Aaron Rodgers, and Lamar Jackson. And we can review the hits. We have DJ Dallas, Seattle Seahawks, Jeff Gladney, Minnesota Vikings, a J.K. Dobbins on-card autograph going to the Baltimore Ravens, a bowl ticket for Dalvin Cook, and that one was 56 out of 99 going to the Vikings. Followed up by Austin Mack, and he's going to the New York Giants, and this one was 4 out of 23. Really great pull. You're gonna love it once you have it in person. Followed up by Charlie Warner, New England Patriots. Chase Claypool, Pittsburgh Steelers. Josiah Deguara, 43 out of 99, going to the Green Bay Packers. Followed up by Dalton Keene, another New England Patriot. Closing this out with Donovan Peoples-Jones to the Browns. Antoine Winfield Jr. to the Buccaneers. Devin Asiasi to the Patriots. And AJ Terrell to the Atlanta Falcons. Congrats everybody on your hits. That last box was really, really good. Really liked what we got out of that one. So next week's going to be us closing up the 2020 Contenders Draft Pick Series. We're going to be opening up some blaster boxes and one last hobby box. Hopefully we'll see you all there. We're also looking forward to future breaks where we're going to be breaking NBA and more football cards. Look out for us, and we'll be shipping these out in the next 2 days. And if you do have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time. Thank you very much, and y'all